Welcome, fight sport enthusiasts and boxing aficionados. Today's episode is dedicated to one of the oldest and most respected combat sports in the world, boxing. Get ready for a journey throughout the history of boxing, from its ancient roots to the golden years of professional boxing, and on to the contemporary heroines and heroes of the ring. We'll discuss techniques, fight strategies, and unforgettable moments that have etched themselves in the annals of this sport. Join us to explore the fascinating world of boxing, where every punch and dodge tells a story of strength, determination, and honor. Fasten your seatbelts. We're about to begin. Boxing, as a combat sport, dates back thousands of years. Its roots can be found in ancient Egypt and Greece, where it was part of the training for warriors and entertainment in the arena. In ancient Rome, boxing became more brutal. Boxers used gloves with metal reinforcements, often leading to fatal injuries. In the 18th century in England, boxing was revived as a popular sport. Fights were bare-knuckle, and the rules were simple and harsh. In 1867, the Marquis of Queensberry rules were introduced, bringing boxing gloves and standard rounds, shaping modern boxing. In the 20th and 21st centuries, boxing became a global phenomenon, with legends that transcended the sport. From amateur Olympic bouts to grand professional fights, the history of boxing is a tale of strength, endurance, and indomitable will. Boxing, also known as fist fencing, is a sport where two individuals compete in fist fighting, adhering to specific rules and regulations. This sport requires both physical skills and strategic thinking. The first and most important element of boxing is rounds. A fight consists of a set number of rounds, usually lasting from 2 to 3 minutes each, with short breaks in between. The number of rounds in professional boxing can vary, but often it is 12 for championship fights. Another key aspect is weight classes. In boxing, competitors are divided into different weight classes to ensure fair and equal competition. These categories include, among others, heavyweight, middleweight, and lightweight. During the fight, boxers must follow specific rules regarding allowed punches and techniques. Punches with a fist to the opponent's torso and head are permitted. Strikes below the belt, headbutts, elbow, knee, or leg strikes are prohibited and can result in warnings or disqualification. Scoring in boxing is another crucial element. Judges score each round, awarding points for the effectiveness of punches, ring control, defense, and overall strategy. In cases where neither boxer is knocked out or wins by stoppage, the winner is determined based on the judges' scores. Boxing also places a strong emphasis on the safety of the competitors. Boxers must wear protective boxing gloves, as well as mouth guards and groin protectors. In case of injury or other health issues, the referee or the ringside doctor has the right to stop the fight. Ultimately, boxing is not just about strength, but also about tactics, speed, endurance, and the ability to adapt to the opponent. It is a sport that requires continuous training, discipline, and dedication. Boxing is not just about strength, but also technique. Basic techniques include jabs, crosses, and hooks. Each punch requires precision, power, and timing. Defense in boxing is as important as offense. Defensive techniques like slips, blocks, and counterattacks are crucial for maintaining control of the fight. Fight strategy is planned long before stepping into the ring. Boxers and their coaches analyze the style and techniques of opponents to develop an effective fight plan. Endurance and conditioning are essential in boxing. Intense training, including running, jumping rope, and strength exercises, is key to maintaining form throughout the fight. Psychology plays a significant role in boxing. Confidence, focus, and the ability to handle pressure are as important as physical skills. In boxing, continual learning and adaptation are key. Boxers must constantly refine their skills and adjust to changing conditions and opponents. Every boxing training session begins with a thorough warm-up and stretching exercises. This is key to preventing injuries and preparing the body for intense effort. Punching bag workouts are fundamental in training. They help develop punch strength, speed, coordination, and endurance. Partner training and sparring are essential for learning distance control, timing, and fight strategy. It's an opportunity to apply techniques in a safe environment. Strength and conditioning training enhance overall power, stamina, and explosiveness. These elements are crucial for maintaining form throughout the fight. Breathing and relaxation techniques are important for managing stress and fatigue during a fight. They help maintain calmness and focus. Analyzing opponents' fights and developing strategies is a critical part of training. It allows for the adjustment of techniques and planning tactics for a specific opponent. Mike Tyson, known for his incredible power and aggressive fighting style, dominated the boxing scene in the 1980s. His ability to end fights quickly with knockouts became legendary. Manny Pacquiao, with a record of titles in 8 different weight classes, is a symbol of versatility and speed. His remarkable career includes unforgettable fights that have left an indelible mark on boxing history. Floyd Mayweather Jr., undefeated in his professional career, is known for his perfect defense and strategic approach to each fight. His fighting style is studied by boxers around the world. Great boxers have not only changed boxing, but also had a tremendous impact on culture and society. Their achievements in the ring and activities outside it continue to inspire future generations. Contemporary boxing is governed by several major organizations, including the WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. Each has its own championship belts and boxer rankings. The road to earning a championship title is challenging and requires defeating many opponents across different weight classes. Winners often become stars on the international boxing scene. These organizations are responsible for arranging fights, establishing rankings, and managing weight categories. Their decisions frequently influence the careers of boxers. Championships and major boxing events, like world title fights, draw the attention of fans worldwide. They are the culmination of every boxer's career. Although these organizations share the common goal of promoting boxing, they differ in rules, weight categories, and approaches to ranking boxers. These organizations have had a significant impact on the development of boxing, from introducing new rules to promoting global stars. Their role in shaping the future of boxing is invaluable. Boxing is a high-risk sport for injuries. Main health hazards include head injuries, concussions, fractures, and damage to the face and eyes. Proper protective equipment, such as helmets, gloves, mouth guards, and groin protectors, is essential to reduce the risk of serious injuries. Adhering to the rules of boxing is crucial for the safety of the safely. Early detection and proper treatment of injuries are critical for the health of boxers. Regular medical examinations and access to healthcare are necessary. Boxers often experience long-term effects of injuries, including neurological and orthopedic problems. It is important for them to be aware of the risks and take precautions. Education and awareness about the risks in boxing are key to preventing injuries. Training programs and workshops can help boxers better understand and manage the risks. Amateur boxing focuses on technique, speed, and tactics, with less emphasis on power. It is the starting point for many future professionals. In amateur boxing, fights are shorter, and judges award points for technique, speed, and evasion, not just for the power of punches. Boxing has been an Olympic discipline since 1904. It includes competition in various weight classes, and Olympic medalists are often regarded as the elite in amateur boxing. The main differences between amateur and professional boxing include the length of rounds, the type of protective equipment used, and the way fights are scored. Amateur boxing is crucial for the development of young talents. It provides the technical and tactical foundations necessary for a professional career. Many well-known professional boxers started their careers in amateur boxing. Highlighting its importance in shaping future champions, boxing has long been controversial due to its brutality and the risk of injuries. Discussions focus on whether the health risks for boxers are acceptable. Doping is another burning issue in the world of boxing. It affects the integrity of the sport and the health of the athletes, leading to increasingly stringent anti-doping controls. Gender equality is another important issue. Although women's boxing is gaining popularity, there are still barriers and differences in the treatment of women and men in the sport. The mental health of boxers is often overlooked. The pressure of competition, stress associated with fights, and consequences of losses can have a profound impact on their mental well-being. Boxing can have a positive impact on society, offering young people a way out of difficult environments, developing discipline, and a sense of purpose. Boxing is evolving, becoming safer and more regulated. The future of the sport will depend on how it addresses its biggest ethical and safety challenges. Women's boxing has a long and rich history, though it was marginalized for many years. From the early competitions in the early 20th century, female boxers have fought for recognition and equality. Pivotal moments, such as the first Women's World Boxing Championships and the debut of women's boxing at the 2012 Olympic Games, were crucial for the rise in popularity and recognition of women's boxing. Outstanding female boxers like Laila Ali, Cecilia Burkus, and Katie Taylor have contributed to the growing popularity and respect for women's boxing worldwide. Despite growing popularity, female boxers still face challenges, such as pay disparities, fewer fights, and a lack of equal opportunities compared to men. Female boxers have a significant social and cultural impact. They are an inspiration to young girls and contribute to changing stereotypes associated with women's sports. The future of women's boxing seems full of promising talents and further growth. The rise of this sport contributes to the development of equality and diversity in sports. Thank you all for joining us in today's episode dedicated to the fascinating world of boxing. We hope you've immersed yourselves with us in the history, techniques, and emotions that accompany this extraordinary sport. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel/service and leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Join our social media community to stay updated with our upcoming content. Remember, boxing is not just a fight. It's an art, a discipline, and a passion. See you in the next episode, where we'll dive again into the world of combat sports. Until next time.